husband material.
You do not have the right to speak. However, you are required to answer all questions put to you with a yes or no answer. Okay, so the bad news is that Mr. Gunn here will be your chief prosecutor today. No, it's all right. I'll do your defense. You'll be fine. You will be fine. And these good people are going to be your jury.
Can Harry be my jury?
Undrawn and quartered.
Stop, that would be better.
Mark Henshaw.
That's nice name.
Oh dear, okay.
Mark Hayward, you have been accused of being a dirty cheater. In June 2002, did you pay a Russian girl the sum of £50 in exchange over the internet for her to do one of your university assignments? Thank you, Mr. Hayward, for acknowledging to the jury you're a cheater.
No. Objection. Your argument is flawed, Mr. Gunn. Seriously. Mr. Hayward, did you accidentally forget to actually pay the girl?
That was accidental.
I have no further questions.
Well, Mr. Hayward, you may have gotten off on that one. But you and I both know you're a drug abuser! This man is a drug abuser! On the night of March the 4th, 1996, you came home intoxicated, passed out, unconscious. When asked by your distraught mother, what have you taken? Did you slur a reply? Pills!
No. Quiet down. Get the full story. Mr. Hayward, when further asked by your increasingly panicked mother what kind of pills you had taken, did you in fact respond, Holster? Holster? There you go, Mr. Gunn. Once again, you're flawed. He is actually suitable.
Okay, I take your point. But how can someone that's associated with one of the most notorious gangsters in the whole country be suitable, marriageable material? Mr. Hayward, about your underworld connections, would you agree that Howard Marks is one of the most notorious gun-running, drug-dealing crime lords in the country? And have you ever met this man? And were you there whilst he was speaking in public, bragging about his accomplishments as a gangster? And at this festival, did you launch a pint over him? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think you'll agree that this sort of behaviour, coupled obviously with his gangster affiliations, raises some serious question about the integrity of this man.
No. Hang on, whoa, shut up. I told you he'd be the troublemaker. Right. There's members of this jury present here today that will quite happily testify that not only was it self-indulgent drivel but Howard Marks was asking for it. Mark was expressing his opinion in his own unique way.
Fine, I'll give you that also. It's true. But I still maintain Mark is totally unsuitable managed material. Let's take, for example, his sheer ineptitude to be able to actually organise the most basic of things. Mr. Hayward, have you ever lost or forgotten your passport whilst travelling to Paris? Have you ever lost or forgotten your passport whilst travelling to Liverpool? What about Manchester?
Yes, yeah.
Amsterdam? Central America? Egypt? Do I really need to go on? I think I will. Mark, have you ever pinched plastic barriers surrounding road maintenance holes? Have you ever, I don't know, fallen down that same road maintenance hole the following day?
Right to speak. Wave your paddles.
This is so easy. Let's just take a random shot in the dark. Mark, have you ever worn a sheep's carcass on your head whilst dancing around a national park?
All right. No. All this is true, and most of you were witnesses to it. But Mr. Hayward, was Mr. Gunn involved?
Okay, you win. He's suitable husband material. Yeah, we all know Mark has his faults. He's burnt so much bread he's actually only liked burnt toast. But generally speaking, Mark, you are one of the kindest, most dearest friends and most generous people, both from a friend and brother, you could ever ask for.
This man got down on one knee in the snow on the edge of the Arctic Circle to propose to Lorna. It says a lot. He's organised and badgered all of you lot to travel more than 1,000 miles to come here today to witness his wedding to Lorna. You all know this, right? But Mark and Lorna are a perfect match. They really, really are. They've got many, many happy years ahead of them. Please, stand up, raise your glasses, join us in a burnt toast. Mark and Lorna.